Yeah.
Edit on your computer and on your phone? Or?
You can edit it on the Mac or on directly from the phone. All right, so we are aboard Sales Call O Day 39, 1980. What year is this boat?
84.
1984 O Day 39. And so we're going to go topside. We're talking about making movies and the Great Resignation and a bunch of other things before we get our day started. So we're going to go up topside and you guys get to see where we're at now. So this is the next video. I'm using iMovie. I've had a lot of people ask me like how you make your videos. You know, I'm not fancy with all the cameras and stuff, so I just keep it very, very simple. So now we're shooting through the iMovie app, and it'll just make editing easier because I don't have to drop any pictures or audio or anything. It's all right here. All right, we're going topside. Okay, good morning, campers.
Good morning.
Nicola, Maggie, and guess where we are? Earlier in the season, I wanted to go to Door County to sail up here, but time was short. And now we're in Door County, in Rowley's Harbor. Rowley's Bay. Right in front of the Rowley's Bay Resort. Remember that, Rowley's Bay Resort. Free anchorage. Winds coming out of the northwest, so that's good, but anything coming from east, southeast, it's going to get rolly in here, but he's been blessed. How long have you been here, Nicola? How many days?
2 nights.
2 nights already.
I mean, this time around.
Oh, this right. No shirts required in this episode. So we were talking about the Great Resignation. I'm so proud of this guy because he decided I'm out. So just real quick, just in 30 seconds, what are you doing?
I'm just taking the summer off for now. Planning to extend that. And I mean, I'm still kind of wrapping up stuff with work and a client and whatnot, but basically just decided to stop working, you know, and do more of this kind of stuff.
Right,
So
right.
Just cruising, hopefully, the Great Lakes. So right now, the Lake Michigan, but hopefully, I go into North Channel, Canada. That's
Right.
process kind of thing. I want to try and do like more things that are,
Geared towards this.
well, yeah, and also that makes sense to me that I'm passionate about, you know,
Right.
or that sort of stuff. And if something comes out of it, it does. You know?
Yeah.
If it doesn't, who cares?
At least you try.
So we're talking to Nicola about the I guess, you know, I always hear about the Great Resignation, but everyone's in a mood. Well, not everyone, but most people are just like, you know what? Especially after what we've been through in the last couple of years, it's like, this is silly. It's time to get off the ride and do something else and get out of the narrative. So he's taken the plunge and decided he put his boat in, 39-foot O-Day, and no slip. He's not paying for a slip or anything this summer, and so far it's been working, and it's July. We're in Door County. He's been to Kenosha, which is a great place to anchor out. Racine is another good spot up here in Door County. Up with Elon Musk and Tesla's Starlink internet. So there's Starlink, for those of you wondering what it looks like. It's, what'd you say, Nicole? It's $600 for the package.
Something like that. I think it's
Yeah.
$455 and then, you know, $135 a month
Right.
for the RV package. And then, you know, when you don't use it, you don't need to pay it, I believe, something like that.
So you can discontinue that service at any time, just use it as
that's
needed.
why it's more than I think than the fixed. Because for RVs you can get it right now, but for the fixed, like for your house
Yeah.
sort of thing, and they have some packages with mobility and whatnot. It's less, but yeah, the availability in populated areas is none. You gotta wait for years. They don't have enough.
And like bandwidth and
yeah,
all that stuff,
they're
right?
Still putting them up there.
Yeah,
The satellites.
very cool.
So we're very remote. The connection's been amazing. I only use it on like rarely and on an anchor. I don't use
Yeah.
it when moving.
I noticed here that I had all 5 full bars on my phone. down.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good here.
This is actually, but once you go on land, you got like nothing.
Really good stuff, right. How you doing, Mains?
Great.
So can we quit our jobs yet and just move on the boats?
We're getting there.
I'm kidding. I don't know if that's gonna make it in the final cut because I don't need to be like, where are you going? But it certainly is nice though to be up here. Okay, now it was time to head into land, but before we did that, we wanted to go around the boat and check out the anchorage. Everyone hang on. We're going to check out the anchorage here. We're in 23 feet of water with 160 foot of road out, deployed. And because it's in a protective bay and the winds were running the right way, he didn't put a snubber on. We stayed very comfortable without much movement for the amount of time that we spent here. Pulling into Rowley's Bay in Rowley's Bay Resort, it's very easy to tie up with our dinghy and then head to town. We first went to get some breakfast and check out things. There's really not much of a town. Sister Bay is the next town down the road. And Rowley's Bay sits on the Lake Michigan side of the Door Peninsula. So with the weather flowing out of the north, very protective. If it comes in from the south, it gets very choppy in this bay. Overall, it was a very nice ride, and it was very nice staying here. Sister Bay is one of those must-see places in Door County. The town was originally settled by Norwegian and Swedish descendants, or people of Norwegian and Swedish background who came here to make a living in the middle part of the 1800s to the 1900s. Really pretty. And as you look around the town, you can see all evidences of the background of the people that originally settled here. The bay is beautiful. The beach is very shallow and warm, and people in general seem to have a very good time. Keep in mind that this is a very touristy spot, so if you want to do all the tourist things, ice cream, eat out and things like that, make sure you carry your money pocketbook with you. You can't?
I mean, look at me, I'm motoring that way. And we're going that way.
Oh, got it. Can you give us some juice? There you go, now turn into it. There you go, keep going.
I don't know. How about
your soul. Thank you.
Say hi to Alex.
Hi, Alex.
We're heading out to get coffee and cinnamon rolls. That's where we're staying. So we're in Door County, which is probably about 40 miles from Green Bay. Have fun. Catch some fish. Save me one. Or at least a piece. Love you. What number are you on now?
Well, that was 140. Now we're at 145. This is 150.
Sailing in Door County.
Counted numbers instead of
Down the
a
numbers
beautiful
instead of the
scenery.
sail. You're doing great, honey. Great autopilot. As we got into the flow of the day, the weather turned out to be really nice and we kept passing very interesting islands such as this one in the photograph. I imagine the amount of fun that we were having under the warm sun, this is what it feels like to sail on the Med. I'm going to do that one day on my bucket list, but this is the closest I've gotten so far to do anything like that. It was absolutely gorgeous. I can't say that enough about this place. This area is infamous, Death's Door, and this is how Door County got its name. Two Indian tribes, the Potawatomi and the Winnebago, had a fight on the rocks here below the cliffs. The Potawatomi came to defend their position and do a preemptive strike while the Ho-Chunk or Winnebago Indians trapped them against the cliff. Their canoes were dashed up against the rocks due to the high water from the north winds, and they all perished. It gained its name also because of shipwrecks that are numerous in the area. There's a lot of rocky outcroppings and a lot of shoals underneath the water, so Death's Door always sends shivers down the spines of mariners alike. Is this the part that makes you turn?
No.
She doesn't like my alter ego. Hi guys, well girls want today. We finally put up the spinnaker as we got some wind right behind us. And now we're heading to one of the most beautiful places up here, Gills Rock. I've seen photos of this place many times over, but to actually sail up to it and be this close to it is really amazing. Very beautiful place. The rock formations carved out by the glaciers that came through here millennia ago. And as you see, people come from all over to check this wonder of nature out.
Whichever way the wind blows, look at this. Yeah, swirling you around now.
Every once in a while you come across a place that you know is really, really special. And this is that place. So here we are at Schoolhouse Beach.
The whole place
It got its name because there was a small schoolhouse here back in the day. I think it only had a handful of students. But what unique features this area has, you can see from the rocks and the water. And I finally understand why Green Bay gets the name Green Bay. If you go under the water, it is literally green, like the Green Bay Packers jersey and team colors. Very beautiful. Though I'm not a big Packers fan, I can see why they have such pride in their state and their teams.
What is the most you guys filled up?
Yeah.
Well, this is going $6,000, you know, to fill up.
$6 grand to fill up the boat. That's crazy.
Yeah. top it off. I got like 4 gallons.
Okay, after paddleboarding all day, Nicola decided, hey, guess what? I'm going to surprise you with a hot shower. So, he's installing the Camp Lux. What is that? The Camp? Enjoy Outdoor Life. Camp Lux.
There you go.
So that hooks into the propane. And here's what it looks like. Propane goes there. There's the shower nozzle, and you get your water source, goes in there, and it circulates and makes everything warm. Cool, tankless water heater. And you got this on Amazon?
Yeah.
What don't you get? What don't you get on Amazon? All right, we'll show you what it looks like when it's working.
Yeah.
If we get it working, without blowing up the boat.
Supply us.
I've got my paddleboard ready to go.
Yeah.
Just in case. So you got the water source going down to the gallery sink.
Yeah.
And now the next thing is to get the gas.
We're taking fresh water, so let's see if this is good.
Out. But it's hot water, right?
Let's see if the one with the pressure is going to go up. It should eventually. Yeah. It's like there's all
Yeah.
this hose.
Is it nice and hot? Okay. Weenie roast.
I love that sound.
With the wind coming through the trees?
Yeah.
You look like a little kid camping.
I feel like a little kid camping. Where's my marshmallows?
I know we didn't have any marshmallows, but we do have these pizza slices that are warming up in our makeshift pizza oven, and we've got grilled onions, and we've got this crazy beach. And Maggie acting like a 9-year-old. It's like you're a kid again doing a weenie roast.
Yeah.
We have stuff for s'mores except
Oh,
marshmallow.
no marshmallows.
So this is the beach that we were on today. This is from a linear of ice sheets, and that's where we're staying tonight. Pretty cool.
So it was very sad. It was huge. It was a huge ocean-going vessel.
Yeah.
And then someone bought it and they restored it completely and then called my dad and said, we're taking it down the Mississippi. So that was great for my dad.
Yeah. Wow.
And then next thing you know, we're here
We are at the Fiddler's Green
in Adventurers Oasis.
Adventures Oasis, and we had an adventure in the dark past cemetery. She wanted to lay down and look at the stars in the cemetery. I said hasta la vista with the zombies, and then we ended up here.
At Fiddler's Green in
At Fiddler's
Adventurers
Green.
Oasis.
Right? What was your name again?
My name is Kate.
Kate, Colin, Maggie, and Nicola. Yeah, awesome. This place is great. We're so happy we walked in here.
Well,
And
I'm
thank you
glad
for-
you're here and you have
yeah.
your tasty bev.
We do. It's a Guinness, which is great before bed.
Oh, yes. Guinness for strength, guys.
Right.
It'll get you back to the boat.
There you go.
Right. Wow. Enjoy. And I
Well,
love
thank
the
you.
fact that I'm leaving you with you letting your hair down. after a
Well,
long day.
It was down, and then I put it up, and now it's down again.
Right.
And now it's down. Because
Enjoy.
I'm down for the count.
Enjoy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And cheers.
Yes. And
Cheers, guys. Good night. Thank you. Bye, dear. Better you than me. Awesome. Look at that, Magster in beast mode, pulling up the anchor. Now we're heading on our last leg of the journey to Ellison Bay. This time the wind was coming right on our nose. We got the boat trimmed up really nice and had a very good ride tacking down to Ellison Bay, where we will be leaving. The great thing was that we could grab his bicycle, ride back to Rowley's Bay 4 miles while we backed up, and then we were on our way as he brought our car back. Another great thing about this trip is how awesome a mariner Maggie, my partner in crime, has turned out to be. From pulling up the anchor to driving the boat to figuring out coordinates and compass. I can't be more proud of her and happy to call her not only first mate but also co-captain. Great trip, and this one is definitely one for the books. Thanks again, Nicola, and Sales Call. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate you, the audience, taking time out to watch these videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. Colin Palmer Sailing on YouTube. See you next time.